Welcome everyone. In the last video, we wrote our first Selenium test in Java, and in today's video, we are going to work with testNG framework. So what is testNG framework? testNG stands for Test Next Generation. It's a framework to help organize and group test cases in a more effective way. Let me explain you with a real example. This is the test that we wrote in our last lesson. This is the Selenium Java project, and we know that in Java, execution starts from main method. So we wrote our test steps within the main method. And to run the test, we simply run the main method, and that's all. But there is a problem here, the problem of scalability. What happens when you have hundreds of test cases to write? Are you going to invoke all those methods from within Java main method? What if you want to execute your test methods in a certain order? What if you want to group some tests and run them together by excluding other tests? Well, you can accomplish all this using traditional Java programming, but it's inefficient, and that is why testNG was created. It helps to organize the test methods in a more efficient way, and the best part is that now you don't have to rely on Java main method for execution. You can control the order of execution, you can group the tests together, and you can easily create setup and tear down steps with a lot more ease. Alright, with this, let's go ahead and set up testNG within our project. To do so, we are simply going to go to Maven repository and grab the Gradle testNG dependency. Next, add the dependency to the build.gradle file. Also, make sure that you edit the test task block and replace use JUnit platform with use testNG. And it's because Gradle needs to recognize a testNG test. Without adding testNG method here, the execution will fail. Now rebuild the project. Once the build is successful, you will notice that testNG is appearing under the external libraries folder. Next, go to the class that you created in the last lesson and create a new method there. Remove all the code lines that we previously added to the main method and paste them under this new method. Now simply remove the main method as we no longer need it. Add @test annotation to this new method. Notice that as soon as you add test annotation, it imported the required library. I want to re-emphasize on the fact that now we have no main method, but just a simple Java method with the testNG annotation. When we run this method now, it will execute because testNG is taking care of the execution. Now simply run the test and wait for the execution to finish. Alright, test execution is successful. Now let's check the report. testNG creates this test results report by default under the build folder. Open the index.html file with the browser of your choice to check out this readable report. This is a very useful report as it gives you a good summary of total tests failed, passed, and also their durations. And that's all. Congratulations! With this, we have successfully enabled testNG framework. In the next video, we are going to add more tests and explore different Selenium methods. So stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you.